The podcast was a perfect way for me to share ideas and concepts, and also a good way to get access to people who I was interested to learn from or talk to, and to get good authority positioning and to build up an audience. And I think I'm up to close to 4 million downloads, which is a fraction of big podcasters. You know, I only have a small list and a small database, but I'm just consistently been at it. And if we keep publishing 2 episodes a month, and if we keep distributing our content across multiple platforms, because that's one huge change in the last few years. We went from being audio only and focusing on the Apple platform to capturing bits of video and putting up more rich media, especially when we cut up, edit, distribute the content to feed the show and support it. I'm not really worried about iTunes rankings or number of audio downloads, especially since I don't sell ads on my show. I'm far more interested in getting in front of my right customer on the right platform and making it easy for them to consume. So we actually upload the entire episode natively on Facebook, and we put the whole thing separately on SoundCloud, and we put snippets of our content all over the place. Unlike a lot of the bloggers and podcasters who are performers, of which I wouldn't classify myself, I'm not letting my audience make a game show out of me. I'm not posting what should I eat for breakfast, or what episode would you like me to record next week. I don't think I've ever asked my audience what they want me to make. I will give them what they need based on what I'm aware of that perhaps they're not even aware of. And if I'm looking for a reaction from my guest's reaction is, that's a great question. If I don't get that reaction, then I'll probably delete the episode. And I'm looking for a reaction from my audience, and the reaction from my audience is, oh my God, it's like you're reading my mind. This episode came along at exactly the right time when I needed it. And if I can maintain those standards, then I'll continue to have listenership, and it'll drive the business, as it has done for 10 years. So I think the formula's working for me, at least. You've got to have a system.
Yeah.
You just build a system to make it easy so that it happens for you. So for me, my team are set up to have our belief system is that we are to deliver 2 podcasts a week and 1 video per weekday, every week in, week out. And so I'm not sure if you're familiar with this term, but if you're a fruit harvester or whatever and you're putting the stuff in the machine, they call it a hopper bin. It's like, filling up the hopper bin, and it comes out the other end. I tell them to keep an eye on the hopper bin, and if it starts to run low, they have to tell me, and then it's up to me to go and create something. So I've got an early warning device. They might say on a team meeting, I just want to let you know that we're doing the next 3 episodes, so that takes us out to the end of next week, and so we're looking for something to start work on soon, which means you better go and make something. So then I'll go and shake the tree and find something. Luckily, I've been able to keep my routine. It just organically turns out that I'm speaking to just about the right number of people to keep the podcast alive. I also have a weekly Ask Me Anything call with my members. A monthly. I do that with Silver Circle, but I've got a monthly call with Superfast Business, and I'm able to, from 1 hour of recording there, create usually 8 pieces of content. So that takes care of them for 2 weeks, and then they can pull snippets from our 8 podcasts a month. They can pull snippets from that to last them the other few weeks. If I don't give them supplementary videos, which is just me on an iPhone talking about something important, that something might happen that I feel is a great metaphor or lesson, like yesterday when I took my life into my own hands and had a haircut from an apprentice hairdresser, which is the most frightening thing I've ever done. And I think that is going to make its way into a podcast episode, because so much went through my mind while I was facing a certain death from a razor cut or a misplaced machinery. The guy was trembling with nerves too. Like, he was even more nervous than I am. So those sort of things, I feel compelled to capture those moments and share them on the go. And so those things make it into content as well. And people love that stuff. I think that explains phenomenons like TikTok.